What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to True Story, greatest podcast in the world. And you know who this is. It is the truth, the dad bod god, the bald, the beard, and the fucking beautiful Piers Austin. And tonight I'm joined by two amazing bearded men themselves, the one, the only, the one we call Sarge, Mr. Ethan Hughes, and also we can't forget our third man in tonight. He is the Australia's favorite giant. He is the one, the only Giant Coyote. What's good, boys?
Good morning, guys. How are we?
Hello there, friends. It's good to see you. Hope everyone's doing amazing.
Hey, man, it's great to see you boys. And you know what time it is? It is true time for True Story Thursdays, greatest podcast in the world. Let's get into it. Let's
Spin that intro.
Break it down like this.
And I was like, really? Like, baby face and the heels were going over. Dude, I thought he broke his neck. The greatest podcast in the world. Boom, we are live on a Thursday night on the greatest podcast in the world, True Story. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between to the Festival of Life, and we are here to save your fucking souls. What's good, boys?
Wow, you've already turned the hype up so much. I don't know if I can compete.
The hype. Let's get hyped.
Hey, man, you know me, bro. I am a hyper energy person. Before we went live, I'm sitting, and before you joined, Coyote, I'm sitting there saying to Sarge, I'm like, bro, I feel so sick. Like, it's just come on. Like, runny nose, headaches, body aches. And then he's like, worse than last year when I lost my, and he asked me that. And I'm like, oh, fuck no, I can't do that again. I lost my voice for like nearly 3 months, bro. It was like,
oh, dude, that's brutal. So we need to throw like positivity and good times and good vibes at you right now. Like, imagine like an episode of Dragon Ball Z, Goku's there. We're building up 9 episodes to throw a spirit bomb,
Oh, for real, man. Exactly, man. No, look, I got the energy, bro. You know what? I'm here. I've got my coffee.
Nice.
Yeah. Excellent. Do you know what? Like, do you guys use the McDonald's reward fucking app thing?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Way too much.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like, bro, get this right. So I'm on my way through, and like, because I've got kids, bro, I get a Macca's once a week, right? So I use the app. I get these points. So that's like my coffee for, a few coffees a week, whatever, right? Yeah. So I go through there. I go get I go, yep, cool. I'm going to use my points. I'll go get a large almond latte. Don't make fun of me for what I drink. Fuck you. Most of my family is lactose intolerant, and I've become addicted to almond milk. So,
that's fair.
Yeah. Anyway, so I go there. I'll go, yeah, give me a large almond latte. Get there, and they give me this gimmick, right? This is not a fucking large.
That's not large.
This is a medium, and I know I just got to mention this, right? Because it was so funny. Because I get there, I go, oh, sorry, I asked for a large. And the guy behind the counter was like, this is how he was. He's like, yeah, man, they changed it a couple of months ago. You can only get small or medium. Apparently, Macca's want to save a mouthful of coffee every fucking free BA. I don't know, man. He's like, and I'm just like, homie, you know what? I ain't even going to give you shit. I want to pay for large, right? I want a large coffee. I want to make sure I'm coming correct here tonight. And I'm like,
sorry.
But it was like just how random this kid was and how he spoke and how much of a fuck he didn't give just made me pop on such a fucking high level, bro.
No. It's like when you get a soft serve cone now at Macca's, man. It's like $1.10 for a soft serve, and it's like, you're like, what the shit is this? Like,
oh mate. Or you get a McFlurry and it's half full of ice cream and then half a twist of topping, and it's like
$10, thanks.
You're charging me for.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Absolutely insane. And like, they don't even mix in McFlurries anymore. They used to have the really cool plastic spoons and
you just stick in the jackhammer, and it used to.
And now it's just like it's literally a sundae. That's all it is.
That's it.
It definitely is. But before I go any further of this McDonald's rant, because we will do, let's acknowledge the chat. So we got Devil's Nightly in the house. Throw some spicy chips. Yeah. We're going to get into that. Times and chat up there. We were running a little bit late. We have Tobias Hemmingsworth Jr., the veteran here. He's in the house. We have Mr. Kelly in the house as well.
What's up, Mr. Kelly?
Yeah, Kelly.
We got the Mr. Drunk Monkey in the house. Hey, yo.
Hey.
We got sensational LJ94 in the house. We appreciate you. I came at the right time. Came. What?
Never.
I reckon Piers needs to try an pumpkin
spice latte. Yes.
Frank's Pickle Barrel all the way in from the US. Mr.
Hey.
Pickle, what
Morning,
is
friend.
up? Dude, I have sent you a DM because I'm trying to get you hooked up with Akel so we can do this edible fucking gimmick and get him really fucking wasted. Because apparently he did edibles the other week. And but I have to there's a special person I want to talk about here, and it's a guy that Sarge, I think you and I, because we podcast with this individual every week, and we've become I'd like to say we've become closer friends.
I think so.
It is. So. Torture. I'm going to reveal his government name, Mitchell Burns. Good friend of ours, and co-host of True Story Thursdays. Man, this past weekend had a match. A move didn't go the way it was planned. And speaking to Torture, he's accepts full responsibility. He said it was his fault. And he ended up shattering his collarbone. We love you. We're thinking of you. We're here for you. If you need anything, we are only a phone call away for you, brother. So, please, let us know if there's anything. But you are an absolute legend of a person. He went and saw a doctor today. I don't want to put his business out there, so I'm sure he'll take to social media when he wants everyone to know where he's at and what he's doing. So
hell yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was telling me today he's got a big recovery ahead of him. So, but it's not as bad as we thought it would be. So,
well, that's good. That's great to hear. No, I reached out to him over the weekend and said, look, got to keep your mind busy. Don't question why this happened. Just keep positive, and we're here for you. And we are, man. All of us are a message away. If you need anything, we've got you, brother. So please rest up and be back stronger and better than ever.
100%, man. 100%. And I couldn't have said it any better myself. But you know who was just calling me just then?
Who was that?
Ryan Eagles.
No
really?
way.
Yeah, Ryan
Uncle,
Eagles.
Uncle
Really?
Doug.
Should I call him back and just patch him into the conversation, like live on
Yeah,
the
why
podcast?
not?
Yeah, why not?
I love it.
Let's do it.
All right, okay. Let's go.
Bring him in.
I'm just calling him through. All right, you guys can hear that?
Yeah.
Hello, mate.
Hey, mate, how are you?
What's up?
Not much. You're live with me on True Story Thursdays, and I'm sitting here with I'm sitting here with Ethan Hughes and Giant Coyote, and we thought, why not
buddy.
give you a call and say what's up?
Good morning, mate.
Yeah, g'day, guys. Is the
Live
audio-
from sunny Canberra.
What you say, Piers?
I said we missed what you just said there. Can you repeat yourself?
I said, is the audio shit because I'm driving in the car?
All right, well, fair enough, man.
yeah.
We'll let you go, bro. But look, just wanted to call and say we love you, and we'll talk to you soon. I'll call you back up.
I appreciate you, Piers. G'day, guys. Good to speak to you really briefly.
Take care, man. Catch up soon.
See you, brother.
Hey, mate.
Hey, man, anything can happen on True Story Thursday.
Man,
bro.
that's it.
We get phone calls in from veterans and
Hell
stuff
yeah.
like that. So
Well, that's it.
Nice.
yeah, so like, but going back to my McDonald's rant, right? So
Yes.
like, I'm getting a bit off topic, right? So
No, you're right.
anyway, this kid's attitude just popped me so much. It just his blatant, just like he's like, oh, when did that change? Like a couple of months ago, man. I don't know. McDonald's want to save a fucking mouthful of coffee every free one. I'm just like,
Well, he's in the prime job for when you smoke too much pot and come to work.
Yeah.
Like it just works. The worst person in the best working.
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
flow tuning in. What's up? But yeah, this kid's blase thing was just. But you know what? Like, you guys probably don't find because you're like bigger than me. I'm like fucking tiny. But like when you go to McDonald's, right, and they fuck up your order, and you go to correct them, do you ever feel like the response you get is like they're giving you attitude, like it was your fucking fault? Like clearly you ordered the wrong thing.
Like I'm at the point where I can't deal with some of these guys. So it's like you stuff my order up. I'm not going back through the drive-through. I'm just gonna like avoid it for a week and then maybe try them again. But for me, I don't deal with idiots properly. So I just kind of just walk away from it.
Yeah, exactly. On Twitter, Frank, you know. But hey, Mitch even says he still finished the match. What an absolute legend of a guy. Yeah, dude, so that's kind of crazy. But you know what? Like, you know, we just spoke to one veteran, right? And I think it might actually be time to hear from everyone's Australian veteran in Australian wrestling right now. What do you guys think? Are you guys keen to hear what Tobias Hemmingsworth Jr. has to say?
Man.
This will be good.
It shook me to the core last time I heard this man's wisdom. So yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's hear from Tobias Hemmingsworth Jr. the third.
Hello there. I didn't see you walk in. My name is Tobias Hemmingsworth Jr., a 3-year Australian wrestling veteran and your personal professional wrestling etiquette coach. This is example number 6. Let's say that you're double booked on a show. That's a tricky situation you got yourself in. Do you go to the first show, the one you were obligated to go to, or do you go to the second one with more money, with more women, with more crowd? The answer is neither. You know how stressful it is to have to decide to make decisions in your life? You can't help that you're loved. Here's what you do instead. Fake an injury. No show both. That way, you keep both promoters happy and in your back pocket. After all, you can't help that you're loved and wanted. And absence makes the heart grow fonder. And see.
Coyote, what like? I'll let you go first. You seem like the most shocked here, bro.
I don't know. I really don't. Oh my goodness, that's
This isn't advice. It's advice on me.
I'm just gonna smile and nod.
So, in other words, it's the same play that Torture was playing, where he faked an injury so he doesn't have to work 2 shows next week. Right.
I don't even know what just happened either.
No. Oh wow. That hurt my brain.
Oh my god. Was that the start of his OnlyFans? Tobias Hemmingsworth Jr. has said he doesn't want to go down the OnlyFans route, because he did tell me that that, you know, because he is going to go to WWE and be beat Roman Reigns for WWE championship in a year.
Someone has to do it. Someone has to do it.
Yeah, 100%. So he doesn't want to get OnlyFans because it doesn't want to besmirch his name. So
Makes sense. Makes sense. Maybe Brand Army instead. It works for everybody else.
I'll try again.
What about only stunts? Can I start only stunts?
Can you put your penis away, please?
Dude, every time that I bring him on the podcast, bro, the stump comes out. I love it.
I can't help it.
My 4th favorite amputee.
Wow. How many amputees do you know?
Well, not personally. Like, I know one personally.
Yeah.
But you can't go past Zach Gowen. He was like the OG amputee.
Yeah, he was first.
Dude,
and then there was that guy in TNA. I can never remember the guy in TNA.
Sarge something or other.
Yeah,
he was an army vet.
Yeah, he was
he's like
tagging with Hernandez and stuff. Yeah.
And he had, that's right. And he had the American flag tattoo or something. I remember he had a really cool American flag tattoo. I thought was really fucking cool.
And he moved amazing as well. Like he moved like he had both legs. Like it was sensational.
There's a guy in GCW as well that's a double leg amputee who literally wrestles no joke. He's literally double leg amputee and he wrestles in GCW.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, with 2 prosthetics or
no prosthetics. He literally gets in the ring, just
Yeah.
Chris Mendez, that's it.
Yeah, Chris Mendez, or something along those lines.
Yeah, because when I worked at GCW last year, I was talking to the owner, and I was like, "Oh man, makes me miss it." And he's like, "Oh, there's this guy that works for us. It's a double leg amputee." I was like, wait, what? And apparently he does like hurricanranas on people and stuff. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, okay. I suppose it depends where you cut from, I suppose, but yeah. All right.
Dude, but you know what is like, I actually know a guy who is actually he amputated, like, I don't know, he had an accident, right? And I'll explain what happened. But so this is a friend of my cousin's, and this guy, big beer drinker, right? This friend of him is big beer drinker, was mowing his lawn. For some reason, the lawnmower is going, sticks his hand into it, and like takes out like I think 2 fingers on his right hand, right? And now he's like, would you like, is that considered an amputee? Like, if like, is there certain levels of amputee here?
No, it's no matter what, it's any form of limb that's removed from the body is classed as an amputation.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it's like an accident, I don't know, if accidental amputation. I don't know.
Yeah.
See, I've got a mate that did the same thing. He put his hand under the lawnmower because something got stuck, and it's kind of sliced this way. Like he didn't lose any fingers, but it's sliced that way.
But that's like tendons and like
yeah. He's lucky. He got full use of his hand back, but that's like
that's
very lucky. Like surgery same day and all that sort of shit.
Oh, that's wild. See, I was lucky with my amputation. Because of my height, I actually got an extra 7 centimeters of stump. So usually for below knee amputees, if you're under 2 meters tall, you only get 7 centimeters below the knee. But because I'm 6'10", they gave me 14 centimeters.
Wow.
So, because they have to proportion the stump to length and stuff like that. So yeah.
I figured there'd be something to do with height, weight, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. And what they could do with prosthetics and all that sort of stuff.
Like it's
dude, here I know lost 4 toes when he bro.
Brutal.
That is fucking hectic, bro.
And that's the exact reason I pay someone to mow my lawns.
And yeah, you know what, bro? That's the same thing. You know what, bro? I have the worst fucking luck with lawnmowers, bro. In my house, I have gone through 4 lawnmowers.
Oh man.
And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck it is. I've had it's just bad luck, just bad fucking luck when it comes to that shit, bro.
See, we're lucky with our where we live because it's the garden maintenance comes with paying the rent. So a guy comes and mows our lawn every few weeks.
Oh no shit!
Oh really?
Yeah.
So that was nice. You're saying he could be taller.
I'll say.
Bro, why you got to get weird, Adam?
Wow.
It's when you know you're already drinking too much. It's possibly
Oh, thanks, man. No.
It's a lot of cocaine that does it.
I mean, what?
Man,
I've always tried to stay as positive as I can, and I've never let it slow me down. And like, I've known Ethan for nearly 15 years now, and he's always seen me. Yeah, dude. Like from a young teenage giant to now, and I've always been a positive kid.
You have been. And especially for all the times I yelled at you as well. Right?
the kick pads?
Right. Those fucking $25 cotton kick pads that you used to wear after spending $300 on boots and used to cover those beautiful things up.
Yeah.
And what was do you remember what your excuse was?
Because I didn't want to hit people too hard when I was throwing kicks.
No, because you said it kept my legs warm.
Oh, that too. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
That's crazy, bro.
You know what's funny though, Sarge? I sent Mr. Austin a link earlier on the old Facebooks of a match that I had in SWA with your cousin.
Oh, was that the what was his name?
You don't even know your cousin's name. Who was
No.
The masked cousin.
The masked cousin, yeah.
I'm trying to, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was 2011. I sent you the link tonight because I was like, dude, we should totally do a rib tonight.
Oh, mate.
I've just seen it. I'm so sorry.
That was the night. Yeah, the Dingo was that did the seminar that day.
Yeah, man. Dingo did the seminar.
He stole one of his spots from it. I remember.
Yeah, the party popper to the
party
face.
popper.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
I was gonna have a laugh with you, and I sent it to Piers. I was like, "Oh man, we should totally play this tonight." And I even said, "Do what you will with this footage." It's it's Sarge's cousin.
Can we play it now? Let's do it now.
Of course you can.
Go for it.
Okay, let me close Pornhub.
So this is 13
keep that going
as well. It's 2011.
2011, yeah.
I found it one night when I was streaming. Like people were like, "Hey, can you show us some matches?" And I was literally scrolling through YouTube, and I found this. I was like, I haven't even seen this before. So,
oh mate, what? I remember that night.
Yeah.
Can we play the audio, or is it shit audio?
I haven't. I didn't check it before, but yeah, I don't think there's any commentary. There's just ring announcing, and then I think that's it.
Yeah, we'll just maybe.
There he is.
Is that you?
Wow.
Oh my god! Is that you? That's not you, is it?
Wow. Jeez.
Is that you, Ethan?
It's his cousin.
It wasn't. That's my cousin. Yeah, let's go with that.
Dude, you were tiny there.
I was a lot smaller when we did that. That was in my that was in the heyday. Yeah, that was about
2011.
And this wasn't
40 kilos lighter as well.
Oh my goodness, bro! Look at you. I can't believe that's you.
It was literally a last minute match because I think whoever I was meant to be working pulled out. And
look at that big performance, bro. But let's go. Tell me that gear that you had, Sarge. What the fuck? That's like a black bodysuit and blue tights.
Black bodysuit, yeah.
Did the blue tights not fit? Hey, look at Coyote.
No, the blue tights fit. That's because I also wrestled later on that night as well.
Oh, look at the pony.
Jeez.
So Coyote, you were never a top rope guy? You never did the over the top rope?
I did both. It just depended on my mood.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
This is
because I was feuding with Matt Bailey at the time for the SWA title. And the storyline was my manager, Nick Excel, got his flights changed to Tanzania. And Nick did a full-on promo and photoshopped him with elephants in a taxi and all sorts of stuff.
Oh.
So, yeah.
And I'm pretty certain that match with JT Robinson was the same night. Yeah, it was the same night.
Yeah, same night.
Look at Coyote the heel.
Yeah, I was only a heel to Interstate. But I ended up going face shortly after.
Look at the body language. Hey.
Please put this 2 minutes to talk to JD.
Hey, that's it.
You're a good man, Adam.
Adam, what a legend, bro. Thank you for donating. Guys, if you want to donate, make sure you control Super Sticker in. We're going to be doing some stuff shortly, but can we fast forward this a little bit? Because I feel
just a little bit. It wasn't a bit.
It wasn't. It was a short and sweet, because the guy was meant to be working, I think, pulled out literally a couple hours before the show, and then Sarge's cousin's like, "I'll take the match."
Sympathetic babyface cell there. Look at the arms, bro. Jesus.
This was fun. This spot was great.
I'm absolutely loving just the gear, and the red knee pads. I didn't see them earlier.
Oh, mate. Things I don't remember.
I thought you'd pop seeing this. I was like, I'm sure you don't remember it.
Look at the kick pads. Oh, bro. And look at, bro, your legs are tiny.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, mate.
I love the mask, can I put over them? Bro, that mask is pretty cool.
Yeah, that was straight off Elucha.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Oh man.
It's not like a Rey Mysterio knockoff or
No. That's
Modified Tiger Mask.
yeah. It was a blue tiger
Yeah.
mask.
Yeah.
Oh mate. Wow. This is 5 in the chat. Hi 5.
And we did the Dingo seminar early in the day, which was all lucha based. So we're like, let's just do all the stuff we learned in the training seminar.
Yeah, that's it.
It doesn't make sense, but we're going to totally do it.
I love this. Therapist, Heel Coyote isn't real. He can't hurt you. Heel Coyote. Oh, bro.
Jeez.
Oh my god. This is let's
This is so horrible.
Oh, here you go. Outside
Here you go.
spot.
There's definitely no dive on that. I remember. I'm pretty certain of that.
Yeah.
Oh
There
man.
you go. So clearly, like, Casora, what the fuck?
Cassawera, I think.
Casa-
That's what
so
it is.
clearly
Cassawera.
Casora.
Oh, Casawera
Yeah.
with some good offense there. Good at arm drag. Did you even feel that guy?
Bounced straight off him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Guy is just like, come on, bro, stop that. Oh, there you go.
Oh shoot.
Was that intentional?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was a mistake on the big fella's part.
Yeah. I was meant to catch him.
Yeah. I wasn't
It's all
sure if that was intentional.
Yeah, no.
I
Hey, if you go back just a little bit there, yeah, you can see the finish.
Yeah.
Oh, what a cool. Is that like a was that what's
Sit
the
out
name?
wheelbarrow facebuster.
Who
Yeah.
did that? I feel like
Yeah.
a Diva did that for a while.
I think.
So-
Oh.
I thought it'd be fun to show and take a trip down memory lane for Sarge and his cousin.
Oh no. Photos are so fun. You cannot come out. I'm too big for arm drags these days, mate.
Yeah.
I'll call Adam. He Piers has it. Come on, bro. Stop being. This is creepy. Come on now.
Only black leather ones.
I mean,
So, you know what, bro? Like Sarge, you were talking earlier about WrestleMania, and
Yeah.
So we talked about this, and what we're gonna do to everyone who's watching, we're gonna do WrestleMania predictions, right? And all of us, the three of us, are gonna give our predictions, and any ones that we are wrong, the three of us will be back on the Thursday after Mania.
so next
to do the
Thursday.
yeah, shit. Okay, so we'll be back next Thursday.
Next Thursday, yeah.
Next Thursday.
So we'll be back next Thursday, Sarge and Coyote. I hope that's okay. And
Yeah, well,
and any so we've agreed to this. Any prediction we have wrong, we will do a punishment which is dictated by the audience, and they will have to pay a super sticker. So
right, that's going to be
I'll be a minimal super sticker. So
things we do for content, right?
100%, bro. But
I will
let's.
not shave my beard, though. I'm just putting that out there right now.
Well,
I'm contractually obligated not to shave my beard.
Same with me now, and we'll get into that.
Yeah. Thanks to your new amazing sponsor there, Piers. You're not allowed to shave your beard.
100%. So, Sarge, have you got the run sheet?
I do. I'm just trying. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so night one.
Yep.
So we've got Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. I don't really care, to be honest.
Okay,
Right.
so
I'm going to say
Ray-
Dom and Santos.
Copy. Actor. Oh shit, where are we?
Oh, you're writing it down, are you?
Yeah. Oh, are you writing it down? That'll make my life easier.
I'm a terrible writer, so I'd probably fuck it up.
All right, I'll just write.
So I'm
Do you want
going.
me to write down?
Well, yeah, we'll Dom. Okay, I'm going to go Dom and Escobar.
Pierce is writing it down.
Yeah, good. You
Pierce
better
is
write it
writing
down because yeah. Oh,
Okay,
shit.
so Dom and Escobar. I'm going for that's me. Coyote, and
Yeah.
like Sarge, who are you picking for that?
Yeah, all right. I'll go the opposite. I'll go Ray and Dragon Lee because you guys are going one way. I'll go the other.
Okay. So match
Okay.
2. What do we
Match 2. Women's 6-man, Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill versus Damage Control, Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane.
Team Cargill.
Yeah, look, I definitely think Jade Cargill's going over in a main event,
Yeah,
in a
I don't-
WrestleMania debut.
Yeah.
And who are
Bills
they?
are up.
Who are they facing again?
Damage Control.
So
Dakota
it's
Kai,
Kabuki
Asuka,
Warriors. Yeah.
and Kairi Sane.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think that they're not going to job out Cahill.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean? Like so. Yeah, I'm gonna go the same.
Yeah, smart thinking.
All right.
Okay, six-pack ladder match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. The Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor taking on Awesome Truth, The Miz and R-Truth, DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, The New Day of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, The New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, and A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I don't see the Judgment Day retaining. I think they'll be putting him down.
My theory on this is that they'll drop the tags and then Damien or Finn are going to cash in Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
that's probably the best way to do it.
And then of course there's all the rumors about tag teams coming back, i.e. the Hardys and the Dudleys. That's the rumor as well.
I didn't hear the Dudleys. I heard it's Motor City Machine Guns coming off their contract as well.
Yeah.
But Motor City Machine Guns, like, I don't know, is WWE looking at them?
Shelley was in NXT, wasn't he, for a little while?
Oh, no, he did one match. He came in and tagged with Kushida for one during the Dusty Classic, I think. They did 1 or 2 matches.
I had no idea about that. I completely forgot.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to do Miz and Truth because of how over Truth has been lately as well, and everything with the Judgment Day. So I'll say Miz and Truth.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking A-Town down under. I think Grayson Waller's always over. I think
for sure
it'll be a massive prop. I think they definitely need to put new tag belts in for that as well.
Yeah,
and not have them carry 2 sets. Like
I think they'll merge them.
Yeah.
I think. I'm going to go Judgment Day retain.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to go Judgment Day retain.
Yeah.
So I just think that they're just, I don't know. Like, I think Rhea will retain against Becky. I think, and I think Judgment Day will retain. I just don't think, like, I don't know. Like, they're not really doing anything with tag teams at the moment. I think it's just easy to keep it on one team and just till they figure it out.
My super wild theory is that Judgment Day are going to drop the tag belts. Damien's going to give the briefcase to Finn, and Finn cashes in on Seth and Drew and wins the title.
Why would he give? But why would he give the Money in the Bank to Finn?
Because he feels like Finn deserves it, and he never got to have a proper run as World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, see, I'd like in my own booking in a mad universe would be Cody beating Roman, and then while Damien's in the toilet, Dom running out with the briefcase, cashing in on Cody and finishing WrestleMania Night 2 with Dominic Mysterio standing over the top of Cody Rhodes.
That would be
Jesus. Imagine the booze running through that place.
Bro,
it would be the best thing ever. It'd be the best thing ever.
That's crazy.
Wow.
All right, so what's the next match, Sarge? We're
next is Battle of the Usos. We have Jimmy versus Jay.
Jimmy all day.
Jimmy, you reckon?
Yeah,
I reckon main event Jay Uso all over it.
Yeah, sorry, Jay. Sorry, I apologize.
Jay. He's in my mind. He's got to be the one that ends things with Roman. Like I do not want to see Cody win over Roman. I think there's so much.
You don't think Cody's going to win?
No, not in the slightest. Because where do you go? Where do you go after? All right, Cody wins, right?
Yep.
Where do you go from there?
He goes after Rock.
Yeah.
Why? He's the world heavyweight champion. Why would he go after the Rock?
Because he wants to beat the legend, the icon. Yeah.
No.
You know what I reckon? And like, okay, all right. So like, we're gonna go.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. I've got a crazy fucking theory.
I'm looking forward to it.
I love this sort of shit. Let's go.
All right, Piers, who you got for Jimmy versus Jay?
You know what? I'm gonna go heel all day, baby. I'm gonna go for Jimmy. I'm gonna put my money on Jimmy, and I'm gonna explain why later when we get to the fucking money.
Okay. All right. Next, we have for the Intercontinental Championship, Sami Zayn versus Gunther.
I have loved the fact that they're literally doing Rocky IV on this. And the moment it happened when they had that hallway interaction, I was like, oh shit, they're doing Rocky IV and Rocky III. Like, I was like, this is amazing. My theory is Sammy's going to die at Mania. He's going to get
actually die in the ring?
Yeah, he's going to get absolutely destroyed. Chad's going to be holding his body, and then he's going to challenge Gunther at Bash in Berlin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that's going to be massive.
Situation. Sammy is Apollo Creed in this situation. Sammy is not going. I don't see Sammy winning the IC.
Neither do I.
Gunther all day.
You kind of thinking the generic luchador comes back to Berlin and takes the IC title, or
no? I think Chad. I think Chad will definitely take it. Chad will take it.
I'll be honest. I was hoping this would turn into a three-way.
Ooh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, three-way, mate. Well, it definitely draws money. But mate, Chad Gable, I thought taking the title off Gunther would have been
it would have been perfect.
With all the storytelling they're doing, like the Rocky IV training montage they had for him was sensational.
Adam with the super $2.99 super sticker punishment. Your son gets to pick your outfit, Piers.
Nice.
Okay, all right.
That's fair.
That's fair. I'll own that.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got Gunther.
Yeah.
I got Gunther as well. Yeah.
Okay. But I've loved the way they've done this with the twists and turns and everything. Like, obviously, we all thought it was going to be Chad at Mania. I like the way they've gone with it, and especially for us older fans who grew up with Rocky and stuff like that, who picked up on what they're doing. It's fantastic. Like, I wouldn't be surprised we see a training montage during Mania of Sammy run up the Philly stairs. Like,
So this is my prediction for the match. Sammy over. Celebrating. Out comes Chad Gable. Yeah, perfect. Raise his hand, everything like that. Boom, gives him the business, sets up Sammy to have his next feud against his mentor, trainer, whatever you want to call it.
That'd be great. That'd be a great totally series of matches.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that would lead straight into the Berlin PPE as well, which would draw money.
Yeah. Hashtag Hoons.
Coyote, why are there so many Hoons always when you're on the podcast?
Man? I'm sorry, man. It's just where I live. It's one of those. It's one of those wonderful areas, you know. It's above Citizens, you know.
Citizens on Patrol, great Police Academy movie.
Yep.
So let's go next matchup.
All right, next match for the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley defending against Becky Lynch. Rhea Ripley all day.
My heart says Rhea, my head says Becky.
Ooh, I hope not.
I know. I want Rhea to retain because then she's also officially the longest women's champion. I believe she beats Bianca's record of the modern era.
Not a fan of Bianca Belair.
No, you're going Becky, you think? Or
I want to say it's going to be Becky by DQ. I don't see her
Ooh.
pinning Rhea. But yeah, I'm going to say Becky. Like, obviously, I want Rhea to win. I want the Aussie girl to win, and keep it going. But I don't know. I just feel like they've pushed the whole mother-daughter thing a bit too hard. So, and they want the mums to have a win, sort of thing.
Let's go, mum.
Yeah,
I'm going to go for Ripley because I just think she's on another level right now.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
to be honest, I think she's just on a different fucking level to everyone else. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think men and women, I just think she's just killing it.
Oh,
dude.
And she's got everything ticks for her. Like, she's got the look, she's got the ability, like, and you compare her to the rest of the women's locker room and she stands out by a mile.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's surprised me that we haven't had Gunther versus Roman yet.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
And I was like, mate, can you imagine those two just beating the shit out of each other for 40 minutes in the main event?
And they build it up to Berlin. They build it up in Berlin and he wins it.
That'd be so good.
You imagine that?
So
mate.
good.
Like, yeah.
Oh, anyway,
but I've always said though, if Rhea ends up competing for the men's heavyweight title, she will win it. I've always said that she would be the first women's WWE women's champion.
No, I'm not.
I don't think they'll ever do it.
No,
they said the same thing about TNA, and they put it on Tessa.
Yeah, mate, and I was not a fan of that whatsoever. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not an intergender guy. I don't like seeing men. I don't like seeing men versus women. Like,
I agree. It doesn't.
I think, and look, you look at them. You look at some of the matches they had for the world title, where Tessa up against like Brian Cage, and those matches didn't balance out.
No,
but like when you're 100 pounds heavier and a foot taller,
but Tessa Blanchard versus Sami Callihan was a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, not for me. Not for me. There was
So what's after the women's match? So we got
So the main event for night one is The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins.
Rock and Roman over.
Same here, Rock and Roman.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah, Rock and Roman over. You got to build up that anything can go possibility on night two, and anyone could turn on anyone. Any sort of thing can happen. So yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the main event for night one?
Main event
the tag
for
match is night one, which makes Roman now the wrestler with the most main event spots in Mania history. Because the last 2 years he's main evented. Well, sorry, he's this year and last year because they've been double shows. They've counted each one as a separate event. So he's now main evented 9 WrestleManias.
Damn.
So,
wow.
So he's now beaten Hogan.
Yeah. Well, Kevin Owens is now on two main events.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah, he did him versus Austin a couple of years ago. And then last year on night one, it was the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was too.
It's amazing. I never thought I'd see the day Sami Zayn was in the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like the Usos, I could have seen that happening at some point. By far one of the best tag teams in the world.
It was surprising because I saw the list of the main eventers for Mania, and I was so surprised to see that Austin had only ever main evented 4 of them.
And 3 of them were against The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really surprising.
Well, because you got to think Austin's run wasn't really that long.
No,
when you think about it, like it was WrestleMania 12 and then the 3 with Rock. WrestleMania 14, 16, 17, 18. Yeah.
And you look at the Rock's career as well. Realistically, it was 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From start to finish.
But that's both of them. Like Austin, I feel like did his best work in WCW. when he was stunning Steve. If you go back and watch his wrestling ability, by the time he got to WWE,
his stuff in ECW was incredible too.
That's where the whole gimmick really came together.
Yeah.
But let's power through these predictions.
Okay.
So night 2, what do we got?
Night 2. So we've got Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain.
I'm going Karrion Kross. And
I'm thinking Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits in my mind.
Yeah, I'm going Profits and Lashley.
Yeah,
they're called the Pride. I think that's what they're being dubbed as. Yeah.
The Pride versus the Final Testament.
Yeah, I'd say Pride up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm going.
Because Final Testament's been bashing them for months on end.
Yeah, I think I'm going Kross and AOP. I think they're just going to get over.
A great looking.
Did you guys see the video of Kross breaking the baseball bat using a sleeper
with an ankle lock? With an bro.
Dude, he's an animal.
He's a machine.
Yeah, he just
like. I'd like to see the WWE machine actually get behind him and just run a mile, because he's got the talent for it. Like, and he's got that promo ability. That's just, it's very similar to Paul Ellering, where it was just no yelling, just nice and simple, like, and just look. And with Scarlett next to him as well, he looks like $1 billion as well. Yeah, let's be honest.
And especially now he's got his longer hair back as well. And like Kross's psychology for wrestling has always been amazing. Like, I've loved watching his stuff over the years. Like everything he does, and you guys know I'm a huge believer in psychology and wrestling and everything having a reason for it. And he just gets it. It is so friggin' cool and so refreshing that everything has a reason. He's not just hitting a move for the sake of it.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Sorry.
And for a big guy, too. I was going to say, and for a bigger guy as well. Like,
man.
The psychology of the ring is just incredible.
Yeah. Like that pump handle flatliner that he's using now, that thing is sick. Like, it is so good.
Dude, the worst thing they did to him is like when they did a couple bad things when they gave him that fucking like
the Shao Kahn outfit.
And also when they had him do that program with Adam Cole, and Adam Cole basically, who was and I criticize this because it's like I actually like Adam Cole's work, but you know, he's the fucking heel. He went out there and cut a fucking babyface promo on top of the babyface, and it was just like, in business, that's not how you do business. And like I said, now they seem to sort of have him in a good spot, but I think he's a guy that you could sit in that main event spot.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
All
right. Next one, we've got LA Knight versus AJ Styles. LA Knight all the way.
Yeah,
and I'm very excited for this match because I think it's going to be phenomenal. No pun intended. But like AJ looking as jacked as he is now, and can still move.
It's awesome. I saw an interview recently where someone asked AJ, they're like, "Oh, do you think you'd ever bust out the spiral tap again?" And he's like, "Maybe. I've tried it. I don't know if I'll do it. But man, if you imagine if he did pull it out, like."
It's definitely a WrestleMania match. A WrestleMania move.
And it built it up really nicely.
I agree. I'm going to go Styles.
Nice.
I'm going to go Styles just because I'm going to be the heel here.
Either way, we're a winner.
Yeah, it's going to be a great match. Fans
the crowd's going to win either way on that one.
We got Achilles in the house. What's up, brother?
Uncle Paulie.
What's next?
For the US title, triple threat, Logan Paul defending against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens.
I think Logan's going to retain.
I think so too. I don't see him putting a belt on Randy. That's not the world title anytime soon.
And especially the fact that he's generating so much for the company at the moment and now primes the PLE sponsor, whatever you want to call it. The fact that
centering sponsor.
Centering sponsor. They're going to do everything they can to keep him happy. It's a business at the end of the day. So yeah, Logan up.
See, I'm a little bit surprised they did the center. Oh, sorry, Piers, you go first because I want to talk about this prime thing.
I'm actually going to go Owens by turning. Actually, no, I'm going to actually change that. I'm gonna go Randy, and he's gonna like turn heel, and we're gonna see. Like I know I'm throwing out a lot of heel turns here, so no, actually,
that's fine.
Does Logan eat the pin? Because remember,
No.
it's triple threat, so Logan doesn't have to be pinned for the title to change hands.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play. No, I'm gonna fuck that because I don't want to do too many heel moves because I've got a big one coming up. So I'm gonna actually go. I'm gonna go Kevin Owens because I feel like this is the kind of the payoff to the feud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next? WWE Women's Championship. Io Sky versus Bailey.
Bailey.
I think Bailey needs a WrestleMania moment. I don't think she's had one yet.
No, Bailey.
Yeah. Okay. For the World Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins defending against Drew McIntyre. Big Drew for me all day. Big Drew.
Yeah. Give Drew his moment because he didn't get to have it during the pandemic.
Mate, he is so talented. He looks like $1 billion. He wrestles like $1 million. He's
been so good on the mic lately as well. Yeah.
But let's be honest.
He's a better heel than he is a babyface.
100%. But you look at this match, and Seth Rollins means nothing in this match because the match is Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. That's what the whole feud's been around. It's a shame to think that your World Heavyweight Champion is the supporting actor in all this rather than your lead role.
Yeah.
But
do you think that's because the plan was always going to be Punk and Seth? Like it wasn't meant to be Drew? Like they've changed everything? Or
I don't think so. I just think Seth's been caught up in this main event picture.
Yeah. And
you can't be in two feuds at once.
No.
He's either got to be a supporting actor in the Bloodline feud or supporting actor with with Drew and Punk. And I don't think he can play, but you can't do things properly in two different ones. So
I honestly think they should have had Rock versus Rollins at night too.
That would have been a great match.
Could you imagine the Bloodline over and then there's Rock and fucking Roman standing there with the belts hold up high?
Great picture.
Yeah, that's kind of what I would have thought, but
that would have been cool.
Yeah, but I agree. McIntyre over. I just think Rollins has been there for a while. And from what I've heard, he's probably looking taking some time off after Mania too.
Well, yeah.
I think
he's
so.
Cooked. I mean, you never know. They could change everything up on us. We could be doing these predictions and then they totally change a ring on the day. Like that can happen. And that's the wonderful thing about pro wrestling. You never know what is actually going to happen until the bell rings. So,
and then we're all three of us left doing 25 stupid things on determined by an audience.
Wow. Each match we're gonna so if you're just tuning in now, we're giving our WrestleMania predictions. Each prediction we get wrong, each of us will do a punishment for each thing. So there's 10, 15 matches. So if we get 15, all of them wrong, then we have to each do 15 challenges predicted by the audience who pays the highest super sticker for each said challenge. But we'll go over that after Mania. So
easy.
And then we have our main event. We've got Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship.
I still say Cody. I don't know.
I don't want to see Cody win. I really don't. I think
let me ask you this. Why?
Because he is much better on the chase. For him chasing that world title has been phenomenal. All right, he wins. What happens? All right, we end up getting him versus Rock at SummerSlam.
Yeah, probably SummerSlam.
What happens after that?
The Rock's not there for long term.
No, of course.
That's it. He's there just to make a bit of extra cash before he goes to his next film.
So you want to know my prediction for this?
Yeah.
So comes down, Cody hits the crossroads. You know what I mean? So it's going to be like bloodline rules. So basically no holds barred, all that sort of shit. So imagine this. It's all comes out. There's bloodline out there. Seth Rollins comes running out. The fucking babyface is coming running out. Main event, Jey Uso comes running out. He's sitting there like that. He's looking like he's about to super kick Roman. He turns around, boom, super kicks Cody. 1, 2, 3. Rock then turns around, cuts a promo, and says, "You thought I was the actual final boss? Nah. We've been playing you all along. The real final boss is the main event, Jey Uso." He then puts Jey over as a monster fucking heel. He gets the rub from The Rock, who then basically puts his stamp on him, saying he's the real fucking badass motherfucker here. And then that's Cody's next feud. You know.
Yeah, mate, it's
totally possible. Like I have thought about that. I've also thought about Rock obviously turning on Roman because of everything like the little hints that he's dropped during
Devil's Nightly donation. Have to get some hot chilies and the world's hottest chip. Oh,
dang.
I did that last week, man. My asshole fucking, that was like burning ring of fire.
Oh man.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, like obviously, like when Roman's like when Rock's done the whole acknowledge, he's done the L, the promo where he's like, "I'm going to make sure that you don't leave as world heavyweight champion." Like, there's so many factors and possibilities, and again, it's great fucking storytelling. Like, everyone's so bent on Cody winning. Obviously, you want Cody to have that moment. It's cool, but then again, it's having Jey turn would be awesome. Having Rock turn would be good too, because then you'll finally get Rock versus Roman. There is so many factors and possibilities. Obviously, there's also Money in the Bank. Like, there's still that wild card. Because I'm pretty sure Priest is running out of time. Like, I think he's only got like 2 months left. Yeah. So he's running out of time to cash it in. So, and why wouldn't you have that moment? Because I don't think anyone's cashed in at Mania since Seth did it, which was WrestleMania 33. So that's what, 7 years ago?
Well, what about this for a cash in? You get Punk costing Drew the match. Drew takes the. You're welcome.
Yeah, pounding that day.
Yeah, Punk takes out Drew. Seth pins Drew.
Yeah,
Drew loses it, takes out Seth. Priest cashes in on Seth.
So, sorry.
Either way, we're walking out of a new world heavyweight champion at WrestleMania.
Do you think that Damian will give the briefcase to anyone? Could he give it to Drew? No. Because obviously there's that alliance of Drew and Judgment Day.
No, I don't see it. I think if he's going to give it to anyone, I'd like to see him give it to Dom, because I think the crew, like 80,000 people. How many people are they packing into the stadium? 80,000 a night?
I think it's 100,000 in total over the 2 days. Like, it's something ridiculous, man. Like,
like imagine 100,000 people just losing their shit with Dominic Mysterio cashing in for the world title.
I think he's got to be the guy. Like, I feel like if you remember watching WCW Nitro and Eddie Guerrero, and when he had he almost he just has that Eddie Guerrero style heat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he just, you know what I mean? Like, Eddie was such a great heel, and I see so much inspiration being drawn, but it's like, every time I see Dominic Mysterio, it's like, there's no doubt this kid is destined for greatness in the business.
Mate, and all he has to do is do this, and then he can't even get words out of his mouth.
I've heard they piped in the noise.
Apparently they haven't. Yeah.
Look at Perth. Like, he couldn't get anything out of his mouth.
The other wild theory that I've got is Cody wins at Mania, wins the title, goes to Raw, and then MJF shows up at Raw.
Ooh, I like that. But I am going to say, for Roman versus Cody, and Alcoholic Adam put this out there, is like, if Cody loses, right?
Yeah.
So we know like Cody loses.
That's it.
Like, if he wins, where does he go? Like, there's nowhere really from him. But if he loses, you've basically buried your big baby face. So that it's a lose-lose well, not really a lose-lose, but I just feel like Roman right now, I just think everyone is expecting Cody to win. The best thing to do is to fuck him, pal. And
man. And Roman's so close to that record as well.
Well, I think he ties with I think he beats Hogan by 1 day. If he, even on WrestleMania Sunday, he ties the record, or he beats it by 1 day. Yeah. I mean, the crazy fucking thing would be Cody wins it at Mania and then loses it on Raw.
And then goes in a fresh chase. Yeah, that's not a bad way of doing it.
Because he's just had 2 matches back to back, like main event matches at Mania.
100%, dude.
Shows up on Raw, and then you either have someone new show up and take out Cody. There's your surprise, your shock moment for the Raw after Mania.
I think you've got to have Jey Uso has to I don't know, like the turn from Jey Uso and the bloodline thing coming full circle.
Then I would have Jimmy beat him at Mania, have Jimmy beat Jay, and then that gives the reason for Jay to turn.
Yeah.
Because it throws off the whole thing then.
You can't, yeah. I don't know about that, Adam. That's a little bit of a strange one for me, but man, I tell you what, guys, you want to see
it's exciting times.
Next week, guys, make sure you tune in the fuck in because we're going to be doing some challenges live here on the podcast. Anyone
who thought this would turn into a wrestling podcast?
Jesus, no, definitely not me. Definitely.
Jeez, we really need Mitch Burns back in this for this.
We do. I feel like Mitch Burns would sit there and do a shot per one he got wrong, and then it's at the end of it, he'd just be like, "Hit me, Mitch!" Like, just going, "Yep, okay."
Mate, I'll do that for it. I'm not doing any stupid chili ones, but I'll get a bucket of shots and I'll do 3 shots for each one I get wrong.
I can't do the hot stuff because medically I can't do the spicy stuff.
There you go. So no spicy stuff for going. But tune in next week. The fans will be picking the challenges for
definitely.
Whoever pays the sticker, we will get it done. Edibles for each one wrong. Hey man, if you're supplying the edibles, bro, let's go. Let's go. I'll do their share too if you want.
You can do my ones.
Yeah.
3 at a time for Piers.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have 21 of these things. Wrestling. This isn't about.
Oh, brother, I love you. I hope you get them all wrong.
You're a piece of shit.
But dude, what about? Did you guys see the CM Punk interview this week with Ariel Helwani?
I saw bits and pieces of it. I haven't had the chance to sit down and watch it in full, but what I did see was very, very interesting. And from what I've heard, AEW have gone into like full-on damage control, trying to fix shit.
Send me a message, brother.
So,
dude, I think I have listened to a majority of the interview, and what I found interesting is he turned around and talked about what happened in AEW, and I feel like he had like this is such a fucking a wrestling world of how it's done. It's like WWE would have known. Yeah, you go ahead and you talk about that shit. You go in there and you fucking bury this mark or Tony Khan. And that's exactly what he did. He turned around and buried Tony in the business. Nice guy, not a boss. And that's saying, nice guy. People going, oh, but he put him over saying he's a nice guy. Bro, like, it's a fucking double-edged sword, bro. Yeah. Like it's like a backhanded compliment. Nice guy, but you're a fucking mark is basically what
the big thing that people have always said about Tony Khan is he's a good matchmaker. He is not a booker.
He's not a booker. Matchmaker is the proper term. He needs booking what he wants to say.
He's playing with his toys. Yeah, exactly. He's like, I've got this action figure and this action figure. Let's make this.
Bro, but the thing is, and I've said this over and over again, Tony Khan needs a heavy. When you are going to be in the professional wrestling business, that you have to have a certain level of cunt in you. And if you don't have that, you're going to get stompled on. And that's exactly what he's like, bro. You see him fucking hugging people at press conferences and shit like that. And the CM Punk thing, like he sat there why Punk just fucking embarrassed him and his company and just shred him down at that infamous press conference. And for what, bro? But you know what I mean? Like, he just sat there and was like, bro, you think you'd do that to Vince McMahon or Triple H?
Fuck no.
Fuck yeah, exactly. I'd be like, we're pulling this shit. Like they'll Illuminati that shit motherfucker.
Oh, mate.
What, bro?
You'd be out of a job before the end of the media scrum.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah. And I just
you
feel
see
like
a lot of these press conferences, and you're like, how is he just sitting there? Like MJF did it as well. Like there are several wrestlers that have just cut sick in those media scrums, and you're like, what are you doing? Like, why are you letting this happen?
It just comes down to, you know, Tony Khan. As I said, he needs a heavy in there who can basically deal with the talent, and that's why, like, you look at who he's got there. He's got a Jim Ross. He's got, you know, Arn Anderson. He's had Tony Schiavone. He's got all these people that have been around the business for decades. And like,
for sure,
bro, being a fan does not make you, you know, ready to go and then you know, be a booker or be involved in the business. Like, that does not count as experience. I'm sorry, like it doesn't. And, you know, he just doesn't have that experience there. I've told guys, like a friend of mine who is a vet who was backstage at AEW about a year or two ago, and he saw Jake the Snake Roberts go up to a young talent who is signed on TV under AEW and said, hey, I really liked what you did there with your promo, but next time maybe try and do, and before he got to maybe try and this, the talent just went, stop. I already have a contract. I don't give a fuck what you got to say, Jake, and walked off. To Jake the Snake fucking Roberts, the one of the best promos in the history of the game.
Mate, but can you imagine saying that to Jake 20 years ago when Jake was...
You'd die.
When Jake was like a real running as he was, like an adult, not just a old man stuck in a...
Like, every chance I've ever had in my career to work with people that paved the way, I shut up and I listened and I took everything on board. Like, I don't want to name drop, but like working with guys like Dime Dallas Page, Jake the Snake at Supernovas, Chris Hero, Loki, Dingo, like all these amazing workers. Not once did I go, nah, I don't need to hear what you're saying. Like, you haven't done shit. Like, what?
I mean, the only veteran I listened to is, you know, Tobias Hemmingsworth Jr.
Like, it makes sense.
That's fair.
He's had a solid 3 years in the business and 12 matches. Like, he knows it all.
It's 100%. I hate this like whole. I don't know. I see it a lot. I don't know about down south because I haven't wrestled or been down south for a couple of years now. But like, you know, Ethan knows how I was growing up in the business. I listened to everyone that came before me, like Rob Matrix, Sarge. You know, I would always take on board what they said and I would put it into practice and do the right thing. But this day and age, you get these guys coming up and you try to pull them to the side and go, hey, I just want to give you some feedback a little bit to help you. And they go, yeah, cool. And then they don't take it on board. And I don't know where that changed or why it changed.
Yeah.
Like,
I think AEW has the right guy there in Arn Anderson to run that locker room because he doesn't give a fuck.
No.
He will do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
And he's a veteran. He knows how to deal with the boys. And, mate, you'd think he's got the respect behind him when he tells you something, you shut up and listen.
Yeah, but it's like with Regal. They lost when they lost Regal. That was obviously a big hit for their locker room as well. Like,
well, dude, like in this interview that CM Punk said, it was like, you know, his job was to come in there, draw houses, make money, and he said that's not what they're about. And he goes, they're more interested in getting 5-star matches than drawing a house. And I'm just like, oh, like he drops. Bro, I
saw that comment. He's like, "Oh, if you only care about some indie journalist giving you 5 stars and wrestling the indie style, then you have no idea what we're actually about, and you deserve to be back in those little holes and stuff." Like, yeah,
mate, and you look at it, they're not drawing massive houses.
No.
They're not drawing regular, like consistent houses.
they're not drawing at all, bro. Like, you look at their fucking hard cam side, bro. There's like 4 people in the crowd on that side. It's completely nuts.
But you look at it's tough because you look at some of the veterans they've got. When you look at they've got Edge working in front of it. You've got Jericho
It's
working in front of it. It's mate.
Yeah.
For me, I see that as disrespect to those legends that they've got there.
100%.
How do you think they're going to do at Wembley this year then?
I don't think they're going to do as well as last year. I think people gathered to Wembley thinking, "Oh, this is going to be a one-off, or we're not going to get this for another 3 or 4 years."
Yeah.
But as soon as they turned around and said, "Oh, we're going to be back next year, and we're going to do it every year," it's like, well, maybe we should look at a. They're going to go from 70,000. I reckon they'll get 40 next one round. I still reckon they'll do well. 40,000.
Yeah, 40,000 is a good
fucking
hell yeah,
solid house. But he spoke about the Jack Perry shit though.
Oh,
I saw about the rent-a-car and stuff.
Yeah, what he was saying made a lot of sense from Punk. Because it was like the boys ruin it for the boys. Like you go and fuck up a rent-a-car, then like rental car companies don't want to hire cars to wrestlers. Like, it, you know what I mean? Like it definitely makes sense. But it sounds like Punk was actually just put in those. Like I don't know why he was just put in those situations to be like the voice of authority, and that's probably the thing with wrestling. How it's like they look at other wrestlers, the locker room, to try and police them. And you can't do that. Like maybe you could have done that like 15, 20 years ago, but now like it's a different place. Like
that's it. But then you look at Jack Perry, he's turned around. Well, before Punk got to him, Jack Perry had gone off at the Doctor. He was going off at Tony Schiavone. He was going up with against somebody else, and it's like, man,
thanks, Achilles.
Well, what the hell? Like, you got to show respect to the people that came before you. If someone says no, it means no. Like, we learned that in school. I'm pretty sure. So,
well, even Bubba Dudley, he turned around and said, "This wasn't like his tweet." I can't I'm paraphrasing here, but he said this wasn't a Punk problem. This was not a CM Punk problem. This was a Jack Perry problem, a punk-ass little kid problem. He goes, I had a run-in with him. He goes, he's a disrespectful little shit. And he said something, he's like, the run-in wasn't bad or something like that, because if it was, you wouldn't hear from Jack Perry ever again. And I'm just like, I love Bubba. Like, he's just such
I listened to, he was on Busted Open, was it today? I listened to it. And he was saying he did a convention with him in the UK for 3 days. Bubba walked up to him on day one, shook his hand and said, introduced himself and all that sort of stuff. And Perry kind of just brushed him off as a young boy and sat next to him for 3 days signing autographs and didn't acknowledge him in 3 days.
Wow.
Like, to one of the greatest tag team wrestlers of all time, Hall of Famer twice over. Like, a guy who has earned his stripes in professional wrestling and has the bank account to back it up.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, bro. This generation just needs to get punched in the mouth.
100%, mate. But that's life these days. Like, you look at kids these days on the street. Like, you look at kids in school. Like, no one is taught respect these days because you can't enforce respect. Like, it's just bullshit.
I mean, he's an entitled kid, bro. Like, that's exactly what it is. He grew up fucking, entitled, getting private lessons in the wrestling business, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And then he was, he's there. He's not. I don't think he's overly that great of a talent. I don't think he has an overly great look. Like, what the fuck is a Jungle Boy? I did think it was pretty funny. Whereas, like, they had the meme going around. I was like, this is the face that got CM Punk fired. It's like him going.
Yeah,
like, I thought that was pretty. I popped that, but dude, like, there's been stories that Tony Khan is unhappy with him because he lost his CM Punk contract, and man, but that interview with CM Punk, I listened to the whole thing, and I
want to go back.
I did the full hour in the car yesterday. It was a great interview.
Is that the interview where he also speaks about Vince as well?
A little bit.
Yeah, Perry's hog got out of jail. That's the top of the night right there.
Bless his penis, yeah.
Yeah.
You did mention Vince. I think he said Vince.
He saw him at the gym once and Vince hugged him. Yeah.
And then said, all right, we'll catch up afterwards. And then
never
just
saw him
little
again.
afterwards.
I have to go now. My home planet needs me.
Vince is like, I got a shit.
Janelle.
Wow.
What about apparently there was a love also like going apparently Vince McMahon, Janelle, what's it? I don't know. Janelle.
I don't know.
Apparently
Something,
he sent a love letter to Vince McMahon via email, but then is saying that it was done under what's the word?
Coerce.
Forced into doing that said gimmick,
Right.
writing that out. So, dude, this is just getting crazier and crazier. Like, you know what I mean? Like Vince McMahon, the sex pest, bro. Like, it just
And I don't know if we'll ever see an end to all this stuff either. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of money paid out under the. Oh, yeah, that was pretty hectic as well. Yeah.
bless his penis.
Bless his penis. There's a t-shirt for you. I'm lost. I've had too much to drink.
Sarge is about to do some challenges. He's going to.
Sarge, ready to go bed.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, dude, I feel with his interview and then what we're seeing with like we're seeing WWE trying to do more of like I don't know if it's the shoot type of stuff like we saw with Becky and Rhea doing the interview. Then we've seen.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Piers. Did you see that Endeavor has decided to go private as a company? And people are saying they're doing that so when they move to Netflix, they'll be allowed to go to MA rating because it's no longer a publicly traded company.
Yeah, see, I heard something along those lines where because they're changing the pay structure of Netflix, where there's going to be a regular pay tier where you're going to have commercials and all that sort of stuff, and then another pay tier with no commercials. If your no commercial one's going to be that more M-rated show rather than the PG show.
Yeah.
And then what gets blacked out and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So, guys, sorry to go off topic here because I'm just looking at the time. And so like we don't have Akel here to tell us about Producer Wants a Wife, but I have some messages I got from Akel over the weekend, right? So I think we're going to do an impromptu.
I'm just looking for love, you know.
So it is time for Producer Wants a Wife. Now I have a story from Akel. I'm just going to bring up the text messages here, right? So he said, like it was a weird time, like it was like whatever, like it was like, yeah, it was really random. So he's like, so here's the messages. Hey, bruz, at this nightclub, fucking sick. Cool. Couple of hours later. Hey, bruz, just picked up this chick. Sends photo. Not bad. Then says, going back to her place now, bruz. OMG, I think I found the one. And I'm like, hey.
Winning.
Still, I have not replied for some reason. And like, I was busy. Then he's like, he gets, oh no, bro, what do I do? Call me ASAP. And he's like, I'm like, bro, I can't talk right now. What is up? He's like, I'm busting for a shit. She's gone in to take a shower. I'm sitting in her bedroom. What do I do? And I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, just find another toilet. Do something. He's like, okay. He's like, so no other toilet. I have a sock and there's a window here. I've decided to shit in the sock and then throw my sock out her window.
Smart
and
play.
then wipe my ass with the other sock. I'm like, that's okay. Can't you just wait? No, has to be done. And then I didn't hear from him for like 5 minutes. And it's like, fuck. Piers, what's wrong? Akel. So decided to try and throw the sock out the window. I wanted to get some leverage. So I started to swing the sock. Then mid swing, I let go of the sock. It goes up into the ceiling fan. And then my shitty sock then sprays shit all over her bedroom. Fuck. What do I do? I sent a message, abort mission, get out now.
Get out.
Haven't heard from him since.
Fire escape. But at least he stayed the night with a woman.
No, well, yeah. So like Actually, no, I did speak to him since then. He's like, yeah, like the woman's been blowing up his phone. He's been getting heaps of text messages going, what the fuck? Like, what did you do to my house? Like, why would you do that? Yeah, bro, that's some crazy shit.
That's so good.
Yeah, bro, that's fucking nuts, huh?
Bro,
Producer
so
wants a
proud of him.
wife. Bro, what do you mean? He got nothing, bro.
What do you mean he got nothing?
He got nothing. Well, Frank's Pickle Barrel, you're in New York. Help a brother out. He's there for a couple more weeks. Can't you just, fucking introduce him to some women, take him out on the drink, film some stuff, send it in.
Yeah, that's it.
We want to see it, Frank.
We need a proper update. Frank, can you get in touch with info@akelwrestling.com.au?
Yeah,
and,
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Jesus couldn't help him that night.
Did not come back on the third day.
But that's a true story, boys. Like, what's your response? Like, Coyote, you look shocked. I don't know if we're going to get Coyote back on True Story Thursdays because I feel like he's just like.
Look, man, I've seen some wild things in my life, and I've witnessed some crazy shit happen in pro wrestling.
No shit,
dude. I have horror stories I could tell you about road trips that have happened on our way to Newcastle and that have happened in Newcastle. To the point that.
To Mr. Fox, or
yes, the Fox. Let's never forget about the Fox. That nearly killed 5 of us in a car trip. The being banned from a hotel in Newcastle and wrestlers never being booked ever again in that hotel. Yeah,
I don't remember that night.
Oh, dude, you've never heard? Oh, all right. Well, since we're talking about shit. Have we got time to talk about this, Piers?
Of course we do.
We've got all the time in the world, bro. This is our show.
It's a pay-per-view, brother.
It was SWA Clean Slate 2008, which was their debut show. The first show. A load of Queensland boys and other interstate wrestlers all stayed at the now infamous F1 hotel in Newcastle. An entire floor was booked out for wrestlers.
Oh, no.
And, of course, you have an entire, busload of wrestlers staying at a hotel post-show. It's going to get crazy.
For real?
Someone took a shit in one of the hotel rooms on the floor.
Oh.
I bet it was him.
No, this is pre-Bobby, man. This is pre.
Sorry, Bobby. I love you, brother. I'm just fucking.
No. This is like the days of Obi Cartel, Rick Sterling, Lara Love, Penny Lane. So people walking up and down the hallways naked, and
someone would have been Rick Sterling for sure.
Yeah, someone took a shit in one of the hotel rooms, literally in the middle of the floor.
That is gold.
You would have Chris Hero staying with you that night as well.
Hero was in the room with me, so it was me and Hero in one room.
Was it awkward when he took a shit on the floor? Was it awkward when he took a shit on the floor?
Luckily, it wasn't my room. It was Obi Cartel's room. So but
that's fucked up, bro. That is fucked up.
The promoter got a very nasty phone call the following morning and said that your service and business are no longer welcome here in our hotel.
No, you can't blame him, bro. Like that's fucking. That's
dude.
Bro.
It was messed up, man. And like I'm there all battered up and bruised because I was in a hardcore match for the SWA title, the Southern Cross title, and I was banged up. So I literally slept on the floor because there wasn't enough hotel rooms or beds. So I gave Hero my bed.
Yeah,
and I literally slept on on towels and pillows on the floor.
Wow.
And me and Hero woke up the next morning to all the chaos that had ensued through the night.
That's fucked up, man. That is fucking dude.
And then, and then talking about Sarge's story in the Fox.
That was talk about a nightmare of a 3 days.
Died. I legit nearly died. So it was myself, Josh Hayes, Stephen Moore, Irina, and Slade Mercer. We were driving a minivan from Queensland to Newcastle.
And Josh Hayes was in there as well.
Yeah, Josh Hayes was there. So there was about 5 of us in this minivan. and we're driving. We left Queensland at like 1 o'clock in the morning to drive to Newcastle, and we were doing that stretch. Oh, where was it between? It was like Ballina and the next, like between like Ballina and
Coffs Harbour.
Coffs. Yeah. So it's that 100K stretch where it's just pitch black, forest, no streetlights or anything. We're in the car driving. I'm in the front seat. Mercer's doing, he's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. This fox shoots across the road. Mercer tries to swerve.
Yeah.
We spin out, lose control, down a ditch, into a power pole.
Oh.
Power pole goes off and explodes. Lines hit the ground. I'm all smashed up in my knee because I'm obviously folded up in the front seat.
Damn.
And yeah, man, we all managed to get out safely and, get picked up, driven back to the closest town. And then, we had to ring the promoter the next day. Like, 5 of us are not coming to the show.
No, it wasn't the next day. It was that night because
I
remember a text. I had a phone call come through from Matt Bailey at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Because it was that night. Because we drove
down
in the morning.
Are you awake? Because me and Bailey were running the shows at that point. He goes, "You awake?" I said, "I am now. What's up?" He goes, "You're not going to believe what's happened." I said, "What?" He said, the boys driving down from Queensland? I said, "Yeah." He goes, "They've had a car accident."
Oh.
I'm like, "You're kidding me, right?" He goes, "No. Like, and he's gone through everything. I'm like, "Oh, fuck me." I said, "The boys all right?" They go, "Yeah, everyone's okay." I'm like, that car had half our card in it.
Yeah,
and we're like,
I was in the main.
Yeah.
I was meant to wrestle Bailey in the main for the heavyweight. It was to be the end of our feud.
It was, it was, and then we also had Josh Hayes and Morley. We were for the tag belts.
Yeah,
and we're there at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to work out who we're going to book the next day. It was insane. But you guys performed, which was all good. We're happy that you're safe.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck me, trying to get guys at the last minute.
Yeah, all because we swerved for a fox.
Oh my god, bro! I almost did that last week. I almost swerved for some fucking animal that was in the middle of the road, and I was like getting closer and closer. I was like, this little motherfucker isn't moving, and I was like, and then I had another car on the other way, so I just fucking sorry, bud, you're out.
It was scary as shit, man. Because I remember, like, the initial swerve wasn't terrifying. It was when we went down the ditch and then spun out. Like, I was like, this is it. Like, and then we hit the power pole on my side.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just trying to find a photo of the van. Hold on.
I'm just happy you guys got out in one piece that night.
Like, especially the fact it was pitch black, 1 o'clock in the morning, power lines down. It was scary shit.
That is terrifying, bro. Seriously terrifying.
Fuck.
Yeah, at least you didn't hit a Roo or a Wombat, bro. Imagine you hit those things, bro. You're there going.
Mate, I remember we were doing a show in no, it wasn't Tenterfield. It was a town called Warren, which is about an hour past Dubbo into the center of New South Wales.
Yeah.
And I thought, all right, we'll leave that night and we'll head down. So I got to 1:30 in the morning, pulling into Warren. I reckon about 15 minutes out, and this massive white kangaroo,
shit.
3 bounces, went next to me in front of my passenger fender, once in front and then once on the other side. I didn't hit the thing, but I was like, this is the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. This thing just bounce. And we were going 110. I'm like, how I didn't hit this thing was like a godsend.
Yeah, dude, that's some crazy shit, dude. That's crazy. Yeah. But you know what, man? Some days you're the Hilux, other days you're the kangaroo, bro.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me 100%. 100%.
So, guys, can I just take a second to tell our audience about our new sponsor?
Yes, very exciting.
Yes, do it.
Very exciting.
Like very excited. So we have partnered with JerichoAustralia.com. They are there you go. Coyote is rocking their merch, a shirt and hat. So go over to JerichoAustralia.com. What do they do? I hear everyone asking. They supply beard products and shampoos, conditioners, brushes, all that good stuff. Plus, they have a range of apparel. There you go, Code is displaying some of their incredible.
I'm actually Jericho.
Yeah,
Slightly used.
we're getting something sent out to us that we can't wait to get our hands on. I'm really excited to be partnered up. So if you want to go, if you're a bearded gentleman like the three of us and you're trying to take care of that luscious, beautiful hair on your face, go to JerichoAustralia.com. Get all your beard products, shampoos, conditioners, brushes, oils, balms, the lot. And also, if you want to get 15% off, use that promo code TRUESTORY. That's TRUESTORY, True Story, to get 15% off your final order. So, guys, head over to Jericho Australia now and use that promo code TRUESTORY.
Mate, they've got some. I was having a flick on their website. They've got some pretty cool stuff on there. Like, I'm not a big beard guy per se, but like some of the brushes they've got on there, the 2-in-1 heated brush. Yeah, I'm very excited to try that out. The coffee body scrub and the coffee as well.
Coffee scrub. Yeah.
Well, dude, I'm actually in talks with a company called Blue Chew as well that I'm trying to get a sponsorship from.
Blue Chew, what do they do?
Surprisingly enough, little blue pills that make
little blue pills.
Yeah.
Oh.
So basically, what I'm going to do is, like, when we get our studio, I'm going to get a bunch of these Blue Chew things and crush them up and put them in Akel's drink, and then get a.
But tell him about it. But tell him about it because it's frowned upon to just drink stuff in people's drinks.
I found that photo from the car crash. If you want to see it, Piers.
Yeah, please send it to me. I want to see this.
So, yeah, I'll throw it on screen for everyone.
If you send it to me, I'll bring it up in the.
Yeah, I'll do it now. I'll send it to you on Messenger. But yeah, guys, also just touching on Jericho, I've been an ambassador for Jericho Australia since 2021, and they're an absolutely incredible company, Aussie-owned, Aussie-based, former veterans. They do some incredible charity work. They've been my sponsor for 3 years now, and I cannot say enough good things about them. Josh and the team there are a family-owned company. They work incredibly hard. They've just announced that they're going to be opening a pop-up store in one of the major shopping centres here in Queensland, which is really exciting.
Beautiful.
But yeah, they do some really, really incredible stuff. So yeah, big shout out to Jericho Australia. And like I said, Piers, when I saw the announcement, I was so happy for you, dude. So they really do some amazing stuff. And like I said, that they do a lot of work for charities and organizations, especially for veterans, because Josh, the owner, is a former military operative and did some amazing stuff. So, but yeah, so big shout out to Jericho Australia.
100%, bro.
They're a Queensland-based company.
Yeah, right? yeah, man. Literally 20 minutes down the road from me.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so they've got they're in the process of opening up, I believe, their second warehouse.
Wow.
They recently they started in a small little store on the outskirts of Brisbane, moved to their first warehouse last year, and then they've had to open up another one for stock and everything else. So they do ship worldwide. Incredible stuff, all handmade, natural products, nothing nasty in it. Really, really good stuff. Really cannot say enough about them. Yeah, the shampoos are awesome. The shampoos and the body washes are great. Like I use all their products, and I wouldn't back something unless I use it. And I was using Jericho stuff before they even hooked me up as an ambassador for them. So yeah.
Amazing.
I've used their stuff. That's why I reached out to them. So I'm excited to be partnered with them. Devil's Nightly. Make sure you use that promo code True Story to save yourself 15% off your next order, brother. But yeah, I'm excited to work with them. You know, Josh has been really cool, and he's sending me out a bunch of goodies. But I've got that photo that you sent me of that car crash, bro. So let's bring that up. Dude, that's nasty. That is nasty.
Yeah, it was a complete write-off. That's me giving it the thumbs up. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. But you know what, guys? Before we head off into the sunset, you know what time it is?
Mark says what?
It is for Mark Says What, and this is one. We've got a few. What? We have a few to go to have on tonight, so we'll get underway.
Let's do it.
Start off here. So this is from Jimbo740.
Hey, I love Jimbo.
Where the best wrestling in the world actually takes place. CM Punk doesn't have shit on John Moxley, on Bryan Danielson, or on the MJF. Sorry, that's the reality. Adam Copeland is having better matches. IMO, even Dustin is better. AEW is the best.
Tribalism at its finest.
Wow, that's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, that's a lot of markery at the highest level right there, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's again, bro. Like the marks for AEW, bro, just blindly follow this product, bro. And I really don't get it. It's chasing a niche audience, as Punk said in that interview. But we'll go to the next one, which is from Jay. It's a mental breakdown. Yes, I know Helwani is a fan of wrestling. IMO. What is IMO, in my opinion?
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not really relevant because it's still an MMA show, and these interviews have nothing to do with MMA. I say the same if a NASCAR show had IndyCar drivers on to talk about IndyCar every week. Change the name or stay on topic.
Flip's sake.
And they retweeted their own tweet on the same day.
Wow. They do realize that WWE is now owned by a mixed martial arts company, right?
No, probably not.
Well, a parent company that owns both the UFC and WWE. But like, there's so much crossover. Like, dude, I started out as a wrestling podcast, and I've interviewed musicians, porn stars.
Yeah,
like
I enjoyed those ones.
Yeah, I bet you did. But like, dude, like, it is what it is, man. Like,
exactly.
It's
like when you see wrestling on like Good Morning Newsweek and stuff like that, and the Today Show. Like, it's news. It's people want to hear about it. Like, shit.
Exactly. Just fucking be grateful you're getting content.
Have fun.
Exactly. Okay, so this one, Ryan Stone says, being a heel but with 0% crowd work. That's a great wrestling villain, IMO. My God, these people that use IMO honestly remind me of the type of people that go to take a fucking piss at a urinal and take a little bit of piece of folded toilet paper to wipe the tip. It's fucking just ridiculous. Like, what the fuck?
It's almost like people that do the whole not to be disrespectful, but
IMO.
Oh man.
In my opinion.
Everyone has an opinion just as much as everyone has an arsehole.
Oh, I'm sorry. Being a heel with no crowd work. Okay.
That just means you're not over and people want you to get off stage.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm so cool. I use insider terms like 0% crowd work. Like, what does that mean? 0% crowd work. So you don't get heat. You don't
work the crowd.
You're ignoring the crowd. Like, you don't acknowledge.
I'm going to stand here and they're going to boo me.
Yeah.
Get off.
Okay. Again, to my earlier comment, just because you're a fan of wrestling does not make you qualified to. Anyway, good work, Mark. This one is from Fitzmonk TV. Mercedes versus Willow. 1 year after their original match where Mercedes got hurt will be so epic. But we need to get Mercedes back in the ring wrestling. Before then, she would be wrestling at least once every 2 to 3 weeks. Fucking IMO shit is doing my head. Like, fuck your opinions. Fucking marks. Fuck your opinions.
Let's be a professional and wrestle every 3 weeks.
Every 2 to 3 weeks, bro. Okay, like she's not that level of a fucking draw, bro. Like she's just not. But this is the last one for Mark Says What of the Week. It says Seeker won back then, and Roman has to win this time too. Only Rock must beat Roman, no one else. Not some jackass. AEW will be spoiled. Sarge, you take it away on this one. This is too funny.
I can't. And I know I've had a bit of drink and I can find most things amusing. But
I'm gone. That's it.
Bye, Coyote.
Yeah. Coyote's out.
He's rolling up into the sunset.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Mate. Just
Wow.
so much dumb shit that comes out of people's mouths.
Yeah, retarded is as retarded does. You know,
I don't get it. I don't get people. I really don't.
man, they're just a bunch of special motherfuckers, bro. But man, look, I think it is, man. We'll be going for an hour and 40 minutes tonight, bro. That is fucking nuts.
Hey, it's only 20 to 10 for me. You guys are still technically in the future for another few days.
Yeah, dude, that's right, man. Fuck, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But man, like, I think this has been a real fun episode, man. We've been able to get a lot of stuff. We got a lot of predictions to get through. So next Thursday, man, it's going to be the three of us. Maybe hopefully we'll get Mitch.
Mitch Burns is back. Yeah,
he can kind of be the what do you call it? Maybe the mediator of this thing.
Ooh.
Like,
yeah, that's it.
That'd be cool.
He does what challenge. So it's going to be interesting. But boys, before we ride off into the sunset, is there anything you guys want to share? Like links, social media, where people can find you, upcoming podcast streams, shows?
Well, you guys can find me pretty much anywhere and everywhere on social media under the Giant Coyote. I stream full-time on Twitch every Tuesday to Friday, where we spread down the good times, good vibes, and positivity. It's been a big week for me with new sponsors coming on board. Officially partnered up with Ubisoft Creators Program, which is still very surreal. So big thank you to them. I'm actually thinking about streaming tonight. We'll see how we go.
Damn. True story after dark. There you go.
Yeah. I got to finish Guardians of the Galaxy. I need to finish.
Let me take my pants off and tune in.
Wait, we're meant to wear pants?
What about Pickle Barrel us? He's turned around. Is he having a go at us? What a bunch of crooked dick suckers.
Maybe he bumped into A-Kill already.
Oh, no. I think. Are you talking about the marks? Are you talking about us? Oh,
wow.
I just had Vinny Vane message me. I have a mark question for you. I need a wall. Oh, okay. He's asking me for something else. Okay. I thought he was like, but Jesus, bro, is he talking about the marks or is he talking about us? Regardless.
I think Frank just needs a hug.
Hey, man, fuck.
Or Frank's already legless. That's what's happened. He's gotten legless during the podcast.
Hey, that's it, man. But guys, this has been True Story Thursdays, the greatest podcast in the world. And if you want to support us, make sure you head over to Jericho Australia. Use that promo code True Story at checkout to get 15% off. Also, make sure you throw in those super stickers, all those bits on Twitch. Whenever you find us, make sure you tune in for Coyote, the Giant Coyote on Twitch, and you can find Sarge most Thursdays. Every Thursday, most Thursdays here on the True Story podcast. And we'll catch you again very, very soon. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, the boys and girls, children of all ages, take care. All the best. Oh, shit. I fucked up there. Anyway.
Oh, no.
Peace out, guys. We'll see you
Have
again
fun,
soon.
guys. Enjoy Mania. We'll see you next week. Let's go.